Foliar feeding. Talk to us about how foliar feeding works and what type of foliar feeding can growers do.
So foliar feeding is basically trying to directly apply mineral nutrition to the parts of the plant that seemingly need it, that can't get translocated from other parts of the plant, or it's not getting from the root zone. You know, I definitely have an opinion about foliar applications of mineral nutrition, especially. It's kind of like it's not something that I believe growers should lean on for their nutrition program. It's definitely just a general part of any part of crop cultivation, but it's kind of like you'd want to feed a child a fully balanced nutrition from the get-go into his mouth. You don't want to feed him only macaroni and cheese and then he gets scurvy and then you got to take him to the doctor to get a direct injection of vitamin C every month. And that's kind of, if you consider having a constant foliar feed program, that's kind of the type of nutrition program you're planning out for your plants. You want that nutrition to come, because we're not growing orchids or, plants that are growing up in tree canopies. We're growing plants with full root zones and root systems. So we want to deliver their nutrition that way, the more conventional way, the way that is kind of a pathway laid out by the plant, rather than using foliar applications a lot of the times. Foliar applications would come when that baseline nutrition program seems to have a deficiency, and when you specifically identify that deficiency, whether it is calcium or magnesium or this or that, or zinc, for example, is actually common in medicinal plants. If you find those specific deficiencies, then yeah, a foliar application is an absolute powerhouse tool to get that mineral nutrition directly onto those areas of the plant where that particular nutrient can't get translocated up into from the other tissues of the plant. But barring that, foliar applications, especially on an ornamental plant or a cut flower product like medicinal plants typically are, you want to reduce any application of any product to the plant, especially after inflorescences have set, after flowers are there, because that is the end product. And anything that you add exogenously can typically degrade or denude the quality of that product. So you don't want to you want to reduce applications as much as possible. That's why beneficial insects or beneficial mites are so great. They allow you to have good pest control over threshold numbers without any applications of sprays or anything. And there's no possible problem of frass or anything like that. So that's why I think BCAs are taking over on the IPM side. And when it comes to foliar applications, we're, in my opinion, seeing less products market themselves as foliar products, and a lot of products kind of try to roll all of that value into their mineral nutrition. There are certain foliar products, especially amino acids, that we found that are not part of a mineral nutrition program, but do actually have added benefits. A lot of the times, we see it a lot in turf, when I was in the ag world, we saw it a lot in turf. There's a certain amino, proline, for example. You spray that on grass, and that helps trigger pressure, and all the blades stand straight up. So we're finding that there are other products that we can apply to the plants foliarly that would give the benefits of that we couldn't really get through a nutrition program in the root zone. And those are the products that I'd probably suggest if you wanted to do a foliar program, you roll those into a foliar program with some base IPM products. But also know that foliar products work best with adjuvants. So if you don't have a spreader sticker, like an organosilicone adjuvant, if you don't have even an acid chelator or something like that, say the pH of your foliar spray is off, or you're not agitating there's a lot of considerations that you have to lock in for a foliar program to be truly effective. Once those things are locked in and you've truly found a product that works best as a foliar application, good on you, go nuts. But in my opinion, foliar nutrition is it's a shot in the arm when it should have been just part of the meal.
This clip is brought to you by AC Infinity. Use discount code MrGrow at 15 to save on any of their products.